So I can say to people for the rest of the day, I was chatting to Hugh and he had an option to pick Mbappe for a team and he said no. Right, guys, ready? Combined 11, PSG, Real Madrid, me and Hugh. Here we go. Donnarumma versus Thibaut Courtois. I'm going to go with Donnarumma. 7 massive saves in that game against Man City. Great save percentage this season. Courtois is a little bit off. I'm going to go with Donnarumma.
At right fullback, Hakimi versus Carvajal. This is, honestly, this is so tough. I think I'm going to go with Hakimi just about. That pace that he has, that energy going forward. I know Carvajal does the same thing, basically. But look, if I was making a signing tomorrow and I had to go for one of them, I would go for Hakimi.
We move into the centre-back positions. Marquinhos against Eder Militao. I think this is an easy one, to be honest. Marquinhos is the captain, leader, legend of PSG, talisman for them, scores important goals for them. It's interesting. They bought Ramos. He is the Ramos of PSG for me. He hasn't made an error that has led to a shot for 4 years in the Champions League. That's 35 90s. Outrageous. Marquinhos, obviously.
Ramos against Alaba for the next centre-back position is, I think, just as simple as the last one. I think you have to say Alaba at this point in time. Sergio Ramos, legend of the game. No one's ever going to take that away from him. Unfortunately, as he comes to the end of his career, he can barely get out onto the pitch. And you have to say Alaba right now. I wish I could say Sergio. Sergio, I still love you. It's Valentine's Day. Take me back. But yeah, right now it has to be David Alaba. What about the left fullback?
Yeah, much of a muchness here. Mendes, when it comes to Mendes, it's real potential here for me. Mendes, look, he's a great operator on that left-hand side for them as well. I'm going to go with Mendes. Just. It's very, very close between these two.
Mendes.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mendes. Yeah, I think he's a really, really exciting talent, and I think he's going to go very, very far.
It gets even tougher as we get to the midfield, though. Marco Verratti against Luka Modric. Honestly, this is tough. This is tough. God, I want to be a Luka Modric stan account. In fact, I am going to be a Luka Modric stan account. Legend of the game, goated in central midfield. Verratti still had some way to go. And the thing is, Luka Modric maybe has only a year left after this season in his entire career. And he is still putting in incredible performances, still has that ability to run a game. Marco Verratti, for me, has never really shown that as great a player as he is. And he is a fantastic player who I think is central to PSG success in this. I have to say Luka Modric. I'm sorry, PSG fans.
In midfield again, Paredes versus Casemiro. I think I'm just about going to stick with Real Madrid again here. Casemiro, I think, look, does such a job for the team, such a threat in the air as well for them as well. Again, one of those where you've got such a tidy operator in Cruz and in Modric that Casemiro sometimes isn't focused on as much when it comes to those three. But that three in midfield is pretty iconic for them. So I'm going to stick with Casemiro for that one.
Looks like Real Madrid are coming through here as we go through the midfield area. Pereira up against Cruz.
Come on. Cruz has been on fire this year as well. Been absolutely outrageous. There's no way you can get Pereira anywhere near that.
Now, forward areas, James.
All right, here we go. I think
gets tough again.
Yeah, stick around. This first one I think is easy enough because I guess you're fortunate enough to have a mad front three when it comes to names for PSG. Messi versus Asensio. What, the greatest player in the world or Asensio? I'm going to go with the greatest player in the world, I'm afraid. I think that's an easy one.
Who is having a better season?
I mean, it's probably, it's probably close there. But I mean, look, if there's a question and it involves Lionel Messi and who's better, I generally go with Lionel Messi. And I think it's going to be the same case here. The next two are tough.
Yeah, very tough. Kylian Mbappe against Karim Benzema. I mean, Karim Benzema leads from the front. He has been absolutely incredible. He seems to get better with age. I think he's stepped out of the shadow of Cristiano Ronaldo since he's left the club, and people have started to notice just what a fantastic player he's been through the years. Selfless, everything that a number 9 should be. Great in the channels, the ability to dribble, shoot from distance, gets himself into the 6-yard box, scores every type of goal, has real quality. And again, he doesn't seem to be dropping off. I don't know what's in the water at Madrid, but blimey. Yeah. Look, Karim Benzema for me, it's so tough.
I'm waiting for a but. There's a but coming in, no?
There's no but Kylian Mbappe, but Kylian Mbappe is a phenom. as well, and he could be the next great, by the way, Madrista, for all we know. He can breeze past players. I think in the Champions League, the one thing that I would say, and the reason that I'm going to put Karim Benzema ahead of him is that element of selfless play. I'm just going to say it, that element of selfless play from Karim Benzema and his ability to carry the team at this point in time, I think has just been more. Yes, Kylian Mbappe gets the goals. I'm not saying he doesn't get the goals.
Insanity.
I'm not
this is crazy. So I can say to people for the rest of the day, I was chatting to Hugh and he had an option to pick Mbappe for a team and he said no. So you want me to do that for the rest of the day? Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but listen, Kylian and Mbappe, they're both fantastic players. I told you it was tough, but so far you would have to say that he has been a real leader, Karim Benzema, for this Madrid team in their biggest games. He has shown up, and I know Kylian Mbappe is playing in France. Maybe that plays a part in my mind. At this point in time, for this season, going into this week, Karim Benzema, although he might be injured, is talismanic. And I suppose Kylian Mbappe is as well.
Here we go.
Honestly.
Boop, boop, boop. Huge reversing.
Listen, like I would say, there is a if PSG don't play well, you might not hear from Kylian Mbappe. That's all I'm going to say. Because his team might not have the ball. They might not have possession. And if they don't, then he's peripheral to the game. Karim Benzema will be central either way, believe me. So I'm just once again, and this is like a milli, whatever that is, millimeter, just Karim Benzema.
Wow. Let us know in the comments on that one, guys. I'm going to respectfully, although I haven't, I'm going to respectfully disagree after not respectfully disagreeing. And last one, this is fascinating. Let's put aside the injury problems. Let's talk about, just how good these players are. Neymar versus Vinicius Jr. Looks like it's going to come too soon, the game itself. But when you're picking these two out of these two players, Vinicius Jr. has had an incredible season. And in the Champions League as well, he's been absolutely fantastic in how he's playing. Going miles past his XG this season as well with the goals that he's scoring as well. He's really kind of evolved into the player that people wanted him to be. That end product is there this year. 2 goals, 3 assists, 3.3 key passes in those Champions League games as well, as they maneuvered through that group really, really well. I'm going to go with Neymar, and here's why. Because when I go look at the Mbappe-Benzema comparison, I go, for their national team, who am I picking? Who's the first name on the team sheet? And it's Mbappe for me. So I've got to kind of use the same rules for the next one. Neymar, Vinicius Jr. Who's the first guy? It's Neymar for me. So I'm picking Neymar. Hi guys, James Alcott here from ESPN's Football Forecast. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and you want to check out more, make sure you subscribe to ESPN UK.